What if the secret to a perfect relationship wasn't a secret at all, but a daily ritual? In the labyrinth of modern love, we're told sex is more than just a physical act. It's the invisible thread weaving together emotional bonds, a silent language of communication, and a cornerstone of our overall well being. But in this quest for connection, have we stumbled upon an unspoken rule? A hidden benchmark for success? Is having sex every single day the ultimate expression of love or a dangerous myth? The truth, as it so often is far more complex than a simple yes or no. It lies deep within the unique ecosystem of each couple, a delicate balance of health, energy, desire, and most importantly, a shared understanding. Let's venture into the territory where intimacy is a daily occurrence. When this rhythm flows naturally, when both partners are willing and enthusiastic participants, the rewards can be profound, resonating through both the body and the soul. Imagine a relationship where the emotional connection is not just maintained, but actively strengthened every day. This is one of the most celebrated benefits of frequent intimacy. With each touch, each shared moment of vulnerability, the body releases a powerful cocktail of what are often called love hormones. Oxytocin, the same hormone that bonds a mother to her child, floods the system, fostering deep feelings of closeness and trust. Endorphins, the body's natural opiates, are also released, creating a euphoric effect that washes away stress and elevates mood. This daily hormonal boost acts as a shield against the small anxieties and pressures of life, creating a sanctuary of warmth and security within the relationship. It's a biological mechanism for reinforcing the very foundations of your bond, turning a partnership into a deeply fortified alliance. Beyond the emotional landscape, the physical perks of a vibrant sex life are equally compelling. Scientific inquiry has begun to uncover fascinating links between regular sexual activity and overall physical health. Some studies have ventured into this intimate territory, suggesting that individuals who enjoy an active sex life may possess more robust immune systems. It's as if the body, in a state of regular pleasure and connection, bolsters its defenses against common illnesses. There's also evidence pointing towards more stable blood pressure levels among those who are frequently intimate, suggesting a positive impact on cardiovascular health. And then there's the universal quest for a good night's rest. The deep relaxation and release that follow orgasm can be a powerful, natural sedative, paving the way for more restorative and profound sleep. It's a cascade of benefits where emotional satisfaction seems to translate directly into tangible physical well being. This consistent rhythm can also become the heartbeat of relationship satisfaction. When sex is a regular and positive part of a couple's life, it acts as a preventative measure against the slow, creeping frost of emotional distance. It keeps the channels of intimate communication wide open, not just through words, but through action and presence. A healthy sexual dynamic doesn't just happen in the bedroom. Its positive effects ripple outwards, improving how partners talk to each other, listen to each other, and navigate conflicts. It's a powerful force that keeps the spark alive, reminding both individuals of the desire and attraction that brought them together in the first place. But here we must pause, for a crucial and powerful caveat hangs over this entire idyllic picture. What is defined as healthy and frequent is not a universal standard. The beautiful, thriving ecosystem of one couple could be the barren, exhausting desert for another. The map to intimacy is drawn by two hands, not one. Now let's turn our gaze to the darker side of this daily pursuit, the hidden pitfalls that can emerge when an ideal becomes an obligation. The pressure to perform, the unspoken expectation to have sex every single day can transform an act of love into a source of strain and anxiety. If one or both partners feel compelled, coerced, or simply too tired, the very fabric of intimacy begins to fray. One of the most immediate and undeniable consequences is a significant energy drain and profound fatigue. Sex, at its core, is a physical activity. It demands energy, stamina, and presence. Attempting to engage in it daily without factoring in the demands of work, life, and the need for adequate rest can lead to a state of chronic exhaustion. What was once a source of energy can become a depleting chore, leaving one or both partners feeling drained rather than rejuvenated. This physical depletion can then bleed into every other aspect of life, affecting productivity, mood, and overall vitality. This relentless pace can also lead to physical discomfort or even injury. The human body, resilient as it is, has its limits. For women, over-frequent sexual activity without sufficient natural lubrication or recovery time can lead to soreness, chafing, and vaginal irritation. This discomfort can create a negative feedback loop where the anticipation of pain leads to anxiety, which in turn can inhibit arousal and natural lubrication, making the problem worse. It can also increase the risk of upsetting the delicate microbial balance of the vagina, potentially leading to infections like bacterial vaginosis or yeast infections. For men, while less commonly discussed, soreness or chafing can also be an issue. The body needs time to recover and heal, and ignoring these signals in the pursuit of a daily quota is a recipe for physical distress. Perhaps the most insidious risk is the erosion of emotional quality. When sex transitions from a spontaneous, desired act of connection to a scheduled, obligatory routine, its very essence is corrupted. It can start to feel like another item on a to-do list, something to be checked off before sleep. The mystery, the passion, the genuine in-the-moment desire can evaporate, replaced by a sense of duty. This can breed resentment, especially if one partner feels their lack of enthusiasm is a disappointment to the other. The emotional intimacy which frequent sex is meant to bolster begins to suffer. Instead of bringing you closer, the act of sex can paradoxically create a wider chasm between you, filled with unspoken frustrations and a sense of disconnection. The performance overshadows the presence, and the transaction replaces the connection. Furthermore, there are potential impacts on fertility and physiological function that are worth considering. For men trying to conceive with a partner, there's a long-standing debate about frequency. While it was once thought that saving up sperm was best, current wisdom suggests that ejaculating too frequently, multiple times a day, or even every single day, might temporarily lower sperm count and motility in some individuals. For women, as mentioned, the constant activity can disrupt the natural pH and bacterial environment of the vagina, making it more susceptible to health issues. While these are not universal certainties, they are potential physiological consequences that highlight the importance of listening to one's body rather than adhering to an arbitrary schedule. The body has its own rhythms and needs. Enforcing it into a relentless daily cycle can have unintended and undesirable effects. So, how do we navigate this complex terrain? How do we find a path that leads to a vibrant, healthy, and fulfilling sex life without falling into the traps of pressure and routine? The answer lies not in counting the days, but in making the days count. The focus shifts away from the sheer frequency of the act and onto the quality of the connection, the mutual comfort, and the shared, unadulterated enjoyment. The first and most critical tool in your arsenal is open, honest, and vulnerable communication. You must create a space safe enough to share your desires, to admit when you're tired, and to voice your boundaries without fear of judgment or rejection. Let your partner know if something feels off, if you're feeling pressured, or if you simply need a night of rest and cuddles. Instead, this dialogue is the true bloodline of intimacy. Next, it is imperative to prioritize your sexual health with the same seriousness you give to any other aspect of your well-being. This means using condoms or other forms of protection to prevent sexually transmitted infections where appropriate, and maintaining a regular schedule of STI testing. It means staying on top of gynecological or urological care, addressing any concerns or changes with a medical professional. A healthy sex life is built on the foundation of healthy bodies. And within that, never underestimate the power of practical aids. If vaginal dryness or discomfort becomes an issue, a common occurrence due to stress, hormonal changes, after childbirth, or during menopause, using a quality lubricant is not a sign of failure but a mark of wisdom. It's a simple tool that can transform a potentially painful experience into a pleasurable one. Ensuring comfort remains paramount. To keep the flame of desire from flickering into the dim light of routine, you must consciously choose to mix things up. Intimacy thrives on novelty and spontaneity. Explore new environments outside of the bedroom. Experiment with different techniques, positions, or moods. Sometimes a slow, sensual evening is what's needed. Other times, a quick, spontaneous moment of passion is far more exciting. The key is to break free from the script. Spontaneity will almost always feel more authentic and exhilarating than a pre-scheduled